Hey Nighthawk, how you doing? I see you over there. Long time no speak, huh? I'm just tinkering with some stuff, getting some things up and running. It's been a heck of a long time since I've been live. And I mean a long time. I've had a lot of downtime to sit here and do a lot of thinking. Sucks to have a back injury. I did therapy yesterday, so I'm pretty sore today. You're doing good? That's good to hear. It is a whoops, I didn't mean to bump the camera. We'll get that set up here in a second. I'm gonna probably work on a little bit of both. Depends on how much my attention spans to, but I finally sketched on my hat, and then I also have we cleaned up the rental and we found a ladybug rock that I've been painting on, and I have some artwork I want to paint on it. So got a couple little pieces of artwork that I'm going to work on. We'll get one of those two going here. We're going to work on the hat first. But overall, I've been getting better than I was. I was in a lot of pain, and they did an injection in my spinal cord, which, wow, that was a weird experience, but it has helped remove, or I like to call mask, the pain, because I'm still having some weird sensations. So got a lot of work to do. My physical therapist keeps telling me, be patient. I'm not a patient person, which I have warned him about. He just kind of kindly nods his head and we move on. So, yeah, I did physical therapy yesterday. It was rough. It was very rough. Let me go get a cup of water, and I think we'll start just doing some simple painting on this hat. That'll get us going. That will get us started. I'll be right back. Okay. Got me some water. Yeah, unfortunately it's not over, but you know, we're making small strides. They're wanting to stay positive about everything, and that's what I'm doing my best to be positive. Be positive. That's what they say. I'm trying. It's not easy. Not easy. So I don't know if I can get this all on camera, but this is a ladybug. No, my ladybug doesn't really look much like a ladybug, but she is a ladybug. And this is the finger guns ladybug that I had worked on many moons ago. And I finally got it put on a hat. How are the kids doing? They're doing great. My son actually is renting an apartment from us. I'm gonna get this towel off here. He has officially moved into his own place. He and some friends and the living situation there just wasn't working out for him, so he moved and he's renting from us. And he's actually only been there for maybe 4 days now, 4 or 5 days. This is what we're putting out. This is a soft fabric ink, so it's a fabric paint. This is not just any generic paint. It's a fabric paint. So, and look, it was only $2.49 US dollars. Let's see, I got a paintbrush I was using yesterday. Somewhere I have a paintbrush I was using. Oh, there it is. I knew I had one somewhere. Yeah, he's loving it. He's discovering interesting things about living on your own. Like, you need to buy trash bags, and you need a broom, and you need to buy your own groceries because they don't magically restock on themselves in the fridge. So he's learning real world adult stuff on his own, but he's liking it. He still works from home doing his what do you call it, computer nerdy stuff. I don't know what his job's called. He does some kind of computer input programming stuff. Something that's way over my head, but he gets paid very well for, so that's fine by me. And then Sam is doing good. No money, no food? Exactly. He also needs to learn to cook. He can do some very basic stuff, but if he wanted anything in depth, he kind of geeks out about. So we need to get him trained on some meals, like cooking real meals, like not boxed food. But for the most part, he's doing good. But as I was saying, Sam, she is doing great. She just started the new school year. She's taking 2 college credit courses in high school, which she's excited about. One of which is online. The other one is in person at school. And the college professor comes to her school, her high school. She's learned that college courses are much harder, require a lot more time and a lot more self-motivation, versus like if you take a high school course, the teachers are like, don't forget your name, blah blah blah. Now, in college they don't remind you of that. You gotta remember that on your own. I might need a stiffer bristle brush for this. Thinking this is not going to be enough to get down in that fabric. I think I need to wet the fabric too. I know it does say on the container to make sure you wet the fabric, and I'm not doing that, so I guess I better wet it here. That way the paint gets down in there. But she likes school. She likes all her classes. She's loving everything. My husband has been working his butt off as per usual. He always does. Probably always will. We're always telling him to slow down, and he just speeds up even more. We keep trying to get him to go slower, and he doesn't wanna. He doesn't like slow-mo. We like slow-mo, though. Yeah, that kind of allows the paint to kind of suck up in there a little bit better, doesn't it? I like that better. The bees, as you can see, are trudging right along, doing their bee stuff. I will definitely say hi to her. She'll be excited to hear that you were talking today. I know I've been running the streams, you know, with basically just music. Sometimes I'm here, just kind of hanging out to see who will pop in. So I know streams like that are not very chatty, so that's okay. Unfortunately, I've not been able to enjoy my bees like I normally have because I can't lift anything. I have not been able to get out to them like I would like. Sam's been a big helper in that department. She's been doing the hard lifting. Still hot over in Ohio? Yes. These past few days have been crazy hot. We've had really high humidity. It's been terrible. Now we've got rain today, which I think all that humidity and stuff brought in the rain, and the bees have been hanging out on the outside of the hive really bad in the evenings. Don't know if we'll get any this evening or not, but we might. It's still pretty warm out. This rain might cool it off a little bit. The nice thing about this rain is it'll bring in some pollen for the bees. I personally don't want too much pollen for them because I don't want them to make any more baby bees. We need them to start getting in winter mode. Get in winter mode, stay in winter mode, and go to sleep for the winter. How's the weather been over in your neck of the woods? So yesterday the side of the beehive was black. Yes, it was just coated in bees. There were so many of them out. It was kind of crazy. Just following that stitching, I need to go this way. Weather here's cool and sunny. Oh, that sounds nice. You know what? The biggest thing I miss from being in Scotland has been the weather. I really, really miss the weather. We kind of complained a little bit when we first got there. We were like, oh, it's raining again. Every time it rained, we'd be like, oh, rain. But you know what? It really isn't that bad. And the cool weather, I really miss that. It's always rainy in England, Scotland. It is. I know. I feel like I'd really like it there better if I just moved there. Not gonna lie, my husband and I did talk about that. Like, I really could live there and love it. You want to know something crazy, though, that I found out being over there? The people are not really all that super friendly. Like, when you're walking up and down the streets, maybe it's just because there was so many visitors. Like, maybe the area we were in was just so touristy, and it was obnoxious for them. But really? They're not that super, super friendly. Kind of odd. I mean, it didn't take away from the experience. Not that kind of unfriendliness. Just, they definitely kept to themselves, and there was no super outgoing niceness. And the really weird thing that we found out when we went over there to eat, like when we went out to eat, is they do not accept tips, like gratuity. That's not a thing over there. At least the person that we were traveling with, that's what they made a point of, so. Really? Yeah. There was one restaurant we went into, and our waiter was a Scot, and he definitely was not nice. He was there to do his job and then just eat your food and get out of his way kind of deal. Yeah. There was no super niceness. Kind of weird. Alright, I'm going to turn up the music a little bit for myself. So, I'm at a kind of weird angle because I am at a standing desk. I cannot sit still. So I still have a lot of trouble sitting for any length of time. So I'm still standing, unfortunately. The only other thing I can do is lay down and be comfortable. And I really can't lay down for too long. I actually still wake up in the middle of the night with leg pains. So I'm really hoping that'll go away soon. Did you see? You know what? I didn't see any leprechauns, but I heard that in Scotland, the big thing in Scotland is unicorns. Not gonna lie, when we went up to the Highlands, I was totally looking for unicorns. We went up into the Scottish Highlands. That was a trip. That was beautiful. I need to throw up some pictures for you guys to see. I do have lots and lots of pictures and video. If I could get off of laying down and be able to sit, I'll be able to edit the video and then get you guys a video up. That's probably my favorite place, was the Scottish Highlands. So, so beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. There's no amount of videos that could ever put the real life experience of that into reality. It was amazing. We got some Scottish whiskey, lots of Scottish whiskey actually. Haven't got to try any of it yet, other than when I was over there and did samples, because the medication I'm on, I'm not allowed to mix with alcohol. So I've not been able to test any of that amazing Scottish whiskey. They're a type of alcohol that is popular in Denmark that they make. Does anybody know? Good that you made it before your accident. Yes. Well, I think the accident was on vacation. We are suspecting, don't really know, it could have happened prior to the vacation, and then the vacation just kind of threw it into a tizzy. But we think when I lifted suitcases up the steps, because one of the hotels didn't have a lift, so we think that when I kind of drug my suitcase up the steps at a twist, that might have kind of thrown it into, like, that's it, you're done. Schnapps? Oh, schnapps. I like schnapps. Schnapps is good. There's really not much alcohol that I'm like meh to. I'm not a big wine person though. I'm more of a hard liquor person. Not as in I drink a lot of liquor, but as in I like whiskeys and rum. Rum's probably my favorite. It's a sugary whiskey, basically. So the mic I have, it took me a while to realize that I had. So my other mic that I had for years streaming, the last mic that I had purchased, it had stopped working. I don't know if, like, my husband is asking if it had a condenser. And I'm like, I don't know, to be honest with you. I know it was a plug and play type mic, but I just know it stopped working. That was the Elgato mic. Of course, the... You like Captain Morgan? Ooh, yeah, Captain's good. I do like me some Crown Royal. My favorite that we've been drinking, or was drinking, is Peach Crown. Woo! That is so good. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm a sweet drinker as well. Sam is driving to school, Nighthawk. I am basically a year and a half away from being an empty nester. Samantha is planning on her college already. At least that's what she's been talking about. Super depressing. So it's kind of nice. My husband and I don't have to get up super early to make sure she gets to school on time. She drives herself. She gets herself up. Yeah, it's really nice. We were fortunate enough to find her a very reasonably priced beginner car. It's a very nice car. It had some miles on it, so don't get me wrong. It's had its run through, but we found it for a really, really good deal. I've been enjoying the pictures of the grandbabies you're sending. They're grown up so fast. It's amazing. Before you know it, they'll be driving. Time flies by so very fast. Heck, this October, I think, is my seventh year anniversary streaming. I'd have to double check that. It's at least 6 years, but I'm thinking it's 7. I kind of lost track of everything. I think last year was going to be my 6th year. I don't know. I can't remember. It potentially could be my 8th year for all I know. Yeah, time runs so fast. They're adorable though. That day on the beach, those beach pictures you sent me, oh, that was so pretty. They looked wonderful. Looked like they were having a blast discovering the beach. I'm sure they keep Mom and Dad very busy. This paint goes on fairly smooth. I only see the pictures too. They live far away from you. Oh, do they? Aw. I didn't realize that. I just assumed that they lived near. Well, it's nice that they send you lots of pictures too. But if they live far away, travel is pretty difficult with little ones. So I understand if they can't make it to you. And hopefully one day they'll get to come visit. No, I need to take that Stream Elements message off. Rise of Kingdoms. I haven't played that in forever. They live near Copenhagen. I'm on the other side of the... Oh yeah, goodness. They live a good deal away. And with two little ones, that makes it really tricky to travel that far. I am positive that when they get older, they're gonna be super anxious to come see you. Shouldn't say anxious, excited. Look at that. What do you think? That's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad for $3 craft paint. Let that soak in and see if I'll need a second coat. I'm gonna work on this other side a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's pretty even. It's not bad. My video's a little stuttery. I started the stream earlier and then I had to quit it because it was not acting right. My music froze up. I'm like, okay, we'll restart it. And now it's been acting a lot happier. Probably when I get this done, I'm going to give it like a protective coat. Like a fabric waterproofer or something. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, being on downtime by myself here at the house is extremely boring. I can't go out and garden. I can't do anything. I'm not at work, and I had to get my head out of work because I'm on disability. It just it's been weird. It's been weird to have been working to go into not working that fast and not being ready. You know what I mean? I was ready to come back from Scotland and go to work. Matter of fact, I knew I was injured, but I didn't know the severity of it. And when we had come back, that day before I was supposed to go into work, I was like, I don't think I can go. I could barely walk. So I called in and let them know that I don't think I'm gonna make it. You know, I think I did something to my back. Blah blah blah. I'm like, that's fine. Just take some time. And I took about a week, and they would call me like, so what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Nothing was getting better. It was actually getting worse. Sent me 2 pictures. Okay, I'll check them out here in a sec. But they were like, so what? We need to know. Like, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. So I called the doctor, and they didn't get me in for another week. So I had to wait another week. That's another week that I was out of work, no answers. And my doctor's good, nothing against him. It's just they're super busy. But once I did get in, they gave me medication for the pain and stuff to manage what I was doing, and scheduled me for an injection. And I told my work, I was like, yeah, I said, it's pretty bad. They don't know when I'm going to be able to come back. So now we've just kind of been in a holding pattern. Life is not nice. Life is not nice to our bodies. Too many bad things out there, right? So many things can go wrong. And in a very short, unexpected amount of time. That's what gets you. Is like, it's kind of like life, a very life-changing thing can happen in an instant. And nobody is prepared for it. And I don't even know that there is a way to prepare for anything like that. I guess it's like a mental status of just telling yourself there's nothing you could do about it. It's just gonna happen. But man, it's rough. It's rough not being able to do stuff when you really want to. Like, you don't even know how bad I miss being in my gardens. Sam and the kids have been a big help. They've been doing most of my gardening with, kind of like my verbal guidance. And there's been a few of my plants that they've picked, but I've forgiven them. But yeah, the weeding, any of that small stuff I couldn't do. I'm speaking facts, aren't I? Trying not to be dumpy sounding, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm kind of in a rotten place anyway, so trying to be positive, but you know what I mean. It's hard. It's hard out here. But on the positive side of things, I have had a lot of time to get inspired back into my art. I've actually kind of considered getting back into painting, canvas painting. I used to do canvas painting all the time. I would go out and take photos, and then I would paint my photos. I love doing photography. I'm not a great photographer, good enough just to capture what I want to paint, and then that's about it. I'm just like you. We're kind of in the same situation. Not a lot we can do about it, huh? But we manage. So I might get back into painting. Like I said, I got a little bit of ways to go. I've got a lot more mobility, but you know, I still have those days where the pain is just blah, 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 bad. There's no two ways around it. It's just bad. Oop, I got a little bit. Hang on. I got a little bit on here I didn't want on here. Let me get a wet cloth and get it off. There we go. Okay. I love painting though. I've always wanted to get into watercolor more, and I do some watercolor for my art, like my caricature art, but I never have really done like any true painting. So it'd be kind of fun to kind of try a little bit of that. My favorite, but the messiest, is oil. I love oil painting. Time consuming though, because it takes a long time to dry in between stages. It is very relaxing. Sorry about that. I had a sneeze. I don't know if I can lift this up a little higher so you can see more. Probably need to move my keyboard down. I have a full work surface. I'm like I said, I'm working on a lifted area, so it makes it kind of difficult to work on. See if that helps a little bit. Whew. Sneezer, sneezer. We, after I got back from vacation, our Scotland vacation, we had our actual larger vacation planned at Myrtle Beach. And even though my back was injured, I was determined to do it. It was rough. I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do because of my back. But you know, we had a couch in there, so I was able to lay and relax a lot and do what I needed to do, but we just weren't able to get out as much. It was nice being at the beach, though. I love the beach. So some of my exercise time or therapy time we used for walking to try and keep the circulation going in my body. And we would walk the beaches, Sam and I, and we would go look for shells. We'd drag the boys with us even though they were reluctant and they didn't want to go shelling. They went with us. They did it anyway. Now we get a Dane in the space station. His name is Andreas Mongensen. Mongensen? Did I say that right? Nice. Andrea. Tomorrow? Oh, is it going to be televised? That'd be kind of neat to see. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to go get a tissue. My nose is running now. It's gonna escape. Oh, from the US? Wow. Is that gonna be from Florida? That's usually where they do those. Yep, okay, from Cape Canaveral. Nice. That's Florida. Cool. That is Florida, right? Or is that California? I can never remember which is which. I'm pretty sure it's Florida. Did it? Oh, it did. Hang on, let me unfreeze it. That's weird. I wonder why it did that. Let's see. So we'll deactivate it and activate it. And it's not picking up. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Yeah, it's like, not wanting to pick up. Let me see if I unplug it and plug it back in. That's still not working either. Well, what the heck? Oh, it's not on now. Oh, oh dear. Oh, there it's on. Oh, there it's back. Okay. It just wanted to have a conniption fit, I guess. I don't know. I probably need to find a different plug in the back of the computer to plug it in. I might not have it in a very good location. Thank you for letting me know. I was not paying attention to my video. I was too busy reading chat. You have taken the leprechaun, right? He's being ornery. Ornery little leprechaun, causing havoc. He needs to go back. Hey, Abraham. I see you sneaking in there. How you doing, buddy? How's life treating you? Hopefully better than it's treating me right now. It's not been very kind to me. Nighthawk's over there on YouTube talking to us. There he's saying hello. Been dealing with COVID. Got retested today and officially negative. Nice. Ugh, COVID is a pain. When we were still over in Scotland, they were having a resurgence of it, and we were like, oh gosh. We better not get it while we're here. But nobody got sick, so we're good. Alright, so let me show you what we got so far. So this is the ladybug. And we got the bottom half of her wings done. I think I got a little too much here. I'm going to try and burnish it with the towel here. If I can lift some of that color. A little bit up, not much. It's not bad. It's got to dry. This is the other side. So we got to do here and here. But I'm going to let this dry because I have to hold onto this. And I want to take my time with this. I don't want to rush this. So if you don't know what this is, it's my cap. And it's my finger guns ladybug. You can see she got her finger guns. So we're going to set it over here so it'll dry. And I'm going to kind of clean up my mess I've created here. Okay. Now I gotta get the I got some mess on the table over here. This is why I have a glass working surface, because it comes off pretty easy with a little bit of scraper blade action. You could get me another blade. That one's kind of rusty. Okay. I think we got most of that up. Alright, so let's work on our ladybug rock. Let me get a new towel here. How's my back? Oh, you just missed the whole conversation. No, I'm just kidding. It still hurts, but it's so much better than it was. So it's getting better slowly, but I still have problems. Like right now, I'm standing. I still can't sit for long. More than about 10 to 20 minutes and I'm in agony. As long as I keep it under 20 minutes, then it's tolerable. Alright, I'm not going to work on the eyes. I want to just focus on my goal with the wings. And that was to do teardrops in each of those. So we're going to work on that. And then for the bulk of her back, where her red is, I wanted to do polka dots. So I'm just going to do some polka dots and stuff for that. But let's see, let's get some circles going for her dots. I did have big ones on here. So let's see how many we can fit in here if we do. I'm going to try and evenly space them, because before I did not have them very evenly spaced, and then I wasn't happy with it. One there, and then here we can do one. Okay, and then we can do another one here. But you know, I'm coping, Abraham. I'm trying to keep my spirits high and keep my mind off it. I was telling Nighthawk that I've actually had a lot of downtime to sit and think about stuff, and that's probably one of the hardest parts of this, is sitting and thinking. Really don't want to think. I just want to just get better so I can get back to doing. But it has caused me a lot of time to think. So thought about, you know, life goals and career goals and, you know, what I do and do not want to do. I miss streaming so very much. You know, I wish I could keep it a stronger career so I could, you know, make that my thing. But, you know, I want to be able to retire and be comfortable one day, and that requires some hard work. So that's unfortunate that we gotta refocus our goals a little bit. But I told Nighthawk that, you know, I've thought about, you know, getting back into my craft and get back into what makes me happy in order to keep doing what I can do to survive. And I used to paint on canvas a lot, and I stopped doing it, and I really can't give you a direct reason why I quit. Probably just life getting in the way, really. You know, kids, and, you know, that same old story that people give you of why they stop doing something. And I want to get back to it. I want to get back to things that make me happy. I was telling Nighthawk I used to go out and take photographs of nature, wildlife, things in nature. A lot of flowers. I used to do tons of flowers. And then I would bring those back and I would paint those on canvas. Or I would paint the photograph itself. If I really like to get the photographs developed and then paint the photograph. So get it developed in black and white and then actually paint it. Love doing that. Dealing with COVID made me sit back and rethink some goals and come up with a plan I need to stick with. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes I think life kind of forces that upon you. Like, you're seen as like, yeah, you're kind of going astray. So life goes, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this at them, make them think a little. And I think that's kind of what's happened to both you and I, and probably a lot of people out there, probably a lot of people listening are like, you know what? I think that's kind of what happened to me. But I definitely have plans to come on here and broadcast, you know, some more art. The bees are always going to be broadcast as long as I can keep that dang camera working. I got a new app that picks up my camera. So the software that works with the app works on the Wi-Fi. I was using BlueStacks to pick up the app and then broadcast it from there. But BlueStacks, horrible system. I don't know if any of you have ever used BlueStacks, but it's basically it's a kind of an app for apps. You put it on your computer, and then it allows you to sign in through Google and play any of your apps or most of your apps that are on your phone, whether it's a game or photo software, stuff like that. So I was using it to pick up my camera that's on my Hive and broadcast it. That did not work. For many reasons. Lag, delay, stuttering, a lot of problems. This is not perfect, but this is the camera working on Wi-Fi. And it's probably at the max level away from my house and still able to work. So that's why it's a little bit, you know, there's some stutters here and there. And it's an IP camera, so, you know, that's you get what you get. Anyway, so if you guys are curious what I'm using, if you're a tech nerd or whatever reason, you're like, hey, I have a camera, I want to try and figure out how she's broadcasting this. It's an app that you get for your computer and the item that you want to broadcast from. So you can do it on iPhone and Android, but it's called Douwan, D-O-U-W-A-N. And it's amazing. It works so good. Ugh. It is foreign software. I think it's like Chinese or something. But my goodness, it works great. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to try and make these circles very circular. I'm going to see about using a circle tool to try and make these circles. See what happens. yeah, that helps you kind of get a little bit more of a perfect circle. Trying to get this tip so it's a little bit further back, because there we go. One thing I'm going to start doing is taking my camera with me everywhere I go. I agree. You know how many times I've been out and been like, oh, wish I had a camera. Yep. And you know, you put so much time and investment into getting this nice camera, and then you don't have it with you. It's just, like, there's some circumstances where you just can't have it. But for those that you can, man, you just want to kick yourself when you don't bring it, you know? Yeah, a few years back, I sold my really, really nice camera. And I hate that I did that. So my goal is to eventually get a nice camera. And I typically, like, what I like to take pictures of and paint are like macro stuff. I like taking pictures of small things. I'll show you guys some pictures and paintings that I've done. I'll probably just put them in the Discord so you guys can see. I'm not really sure what camera to get nowadays, though. Back when I was taking pictures and painting them, there was still film. It was really just getting into digital. So I'm not trying to date myself and make myself sound old, but dude, I really miss film. Sorry, I'm kind of twist this around so you guys can't see it. He's laughing at me. Listen, film is amazing. Do not judge me. Film was amazing. And the camera that I had was a Nikon. And then I also had a Canon. That was my original vlog camera. But I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards Sony. I'm not really sure what to get. I'm honestly, I'm pretty lost with the cameras nowadays. Like, I think Nikon is still a pretty solid purchase. I don't know. There's just so many out there now. The reason I like Sony is because I don't know how much you know about cameras, Abraham, but one of my all-time favorites is Minolta. And I don't know if you're familiar with Minolta, but Minolta actually was bought out by Sony. A lot of Sony lenses actually use the Minolta process. I have messed with film and that whole process of developing. It was fun, but it's just a whole it's a whole process. You have got that right. It's a crazy process. But you know, if you compare, like if you could take two pictures absolutely identical, one using film, one using digital, I'm telling you, that digital film is going to win every time. There's something about it. There's just something about it. I don't know. Alright, so look at that. Perfect circles. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I know some of you are like, I can't see. But, you know, I don't mind having the digital life either. Not gonna lie. Digital is so much faster. It's instant. You know whether your picture's good or not. Right there in front of you. So, yeah, see, I did have that a little too close. So let's erase this here. We're gonna move this circle way back. We're gonna come back this way on his booty butt circle. Oops, slip. I'm not completely steady with everything anyway. This medicine they have me on makes me kind of dizzy. I hate feeling dizzy. I really hate this medication. With a passion. At the end of the day, it's up to the person to decide how they want to express their art. There's no wrong. You are very correct, Abraham. You kind of sound like a college professor, not gonna lie. You're probably like, meh. You know I love you, buddy. Always good. I do love your work. You have done some amazing stuff. Whether you think so or not, you are doing amazing things. I would say you realize how much talent you have because you continue to do it. You know? You don't need somebody to tell you. You know. See, now that circle looks too big. Is it just me, or is that a big circle? I feel like that circle's way bigger than those others. Alright, we're gonna do that one over. You're good people, Abraham. You too, Nighthawk, if you're still there. This, community that I have, we have lost a lot of people that have kind of just moved on because I've taken my good old time. They probably thought, she's not gonna stream anymore. She's not gonna be back. But you don't know. I've been back here behind the scenes brainstorming a lot of stuff. Trying to figure out how to come back, when to come back. What should I do? What should I broadcast? I thought, well, I could just come on and have a talk show. But then I'm like, what am I going to talk about every day? People don't want to hear my sad stuff. And I know you guys don't want to hear me talk about my gardens all the time. Find a camera on the internet. Oh, you found a camera on the net. Fujifilm GFX 100. GFX 100S, best affordable option. The Fujifilm narrowly beats the Hasselblad? I have never heard of that. I need to look that up. 1/3 the price, and the cheaper, smaller Fujifilm GFX 100S costs even less. This is how far affordable medium format cameras have become. Oh, Fuji, really? Wait, Fuji has their own camera brand now. I mean, I know they were big on film, but maybe that's how they've stayed in the game. They're like, listen, people aren't doing our film anymore. We gotta just create a camera. That's kind of cool. Alright, let me get my notepad, because I want to write that Hasselblad. Never heard of that before, but we're going to write that down. Alright, so you're saying it's a Fujifilm. And it's a 100 or 100S. I'm going to look those up. And the other one is the Hasselblad. H6D 100C. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm totally, it's the GFX. Alright, yeah. Totally gonna look those up. Yeah, if you guys have any camera suggestions, or if you just want to boast about your camera, feel free to post it in the Discord and post pictures. That I had my son completely revamp the Discord. So it's very user-friendly, but it's very empty right now. Nobody's using any of the channels. So I'm like, I mean, it's free to have it up, so I'm not going to take it down or do anything with it, but, you know, it's there if you guys want to use it. I am definitely on it all the time, and I just keep waiting, and I'm like, nobody's posting anything. I'm not posting anything, so I can't really talk, but, let's see, what am I need an eraser. Eraser. Well, if I knew where an eraser was. There it is. Got an eraser. So I'm just going to go through and kind of lighten these lines a little bit since I just put lead lines on. I don't really want those showing. So we're just going to kind of lightly erase those a little bit and lift some of that lead off. By the way, what I'm painting is just an outdoor rock. This was down at what used to be my mother-in-law's house, but since she's passed, obviously we've taken over the house. And now we've turned it into a rental, which my son is renting. And we were doing a bunch of cleanup, and we found this rock. The paint was all worn off of it where I had originally painted it. And my son's like, you should repaint it. I'm like, okay, I will. So I'm going to repaint it, and we're going to do it more artistically, and I'm going to give it back to him so we can keep it down there at the house. What time is it? Oh man, it's 1 o'clock already? Woof. I mean, I know you guys are probably on a different time zone, but for me, it's 1 o'clock. I really need to eat something so I can take my meds. We might go on a short break here, and I'll have me some lunch, and maybe I'll come back. I might switch over and do some gaming. By the way, Abraham has found me. I think you said you found me, Nighthawk, but, or was it Nighthawk that found me? I can't remember. One of you two found me over at, Silent Snail. That is me. It's a gold nugget? That's right. Shh, don't tell everybody, Nighthawk. Dude, if this was a gold nugget, I'd be cashing this bad boy in. You know what? That would be so fun. It was you? Okay. You've been over there also? Oh, okay. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was which one of you had stopped in and I was chatting with you. But anyway. Yeah, that was me playing games. I didn't have my mic up, and I had been working on getting the mic up. It's so funny. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody's actually watching me. I didn't expect it. Alright, so there we got some light lines. You should just barely be able to see them. They probably glisten in the light real well. I can barely see them. But it doesn't matter. Everything's going to get painted over anyway. Alright, so we're going to do the black lines here. So I was thinking, I don't know, I'm still kind of up in arms how I want to do this. I was thinking I could just paint these black and then put red dots in it, but now I'm thinking that might get rid of the circles. So I might just do the black and do the red dots, you know what I mean? Like just directly in it. I think that's what I'm going to do. That is what I think I'm going to do. So what I want to do is like do a central circle, and then we're going to do circles all the way around, and those circles we're going to drag to the center. So we're going to kind of teardrop it in, and that's what I want to make for this. So we're going to use these circular tools. I'm not really sure which size to use. Probably going to be this one, or maybe this one. Oh, maybe this one though. Might be this one. It's either going to be this one, or this one, which they all look the same size, to be quite honest. I think they're all the same size. Is this the same size? In reality, I think they're all the same size. I think the only different sizes are over here. Not exactly sure. Anyway. So we are using just a simple craft paint, apple barrel paint. See if I get this so it's focused. There we go. Apple barrel black 20504E. Bum, 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 bum. Try this one. Let me try it on a piece of paper. Give me a little piece of paper. Let's do some sample drags before I do the real. We're gonna make a dot and we're gonna teardrop it. Doesn't make a very big teardrop, does it? I guess I can drag it further. Alright, let's try a different size. Let's try this one. Too big of a circle. I want something just slightly smaller than that. What if I make the polka dot the bigger one and do the pool with a smaller one? I like that effect. So it kind of gives that tadpole look. That's what I'm kind of going for. Alright, so we're going to have to use 2 for this. So let's get rid of that. We don't need these two. We just need these two. This is my dot. This is my pool. All right, moment of truth, y'all. Let's do the center. That's our center dot. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted right there. That's kind of cool. That's the dots. And then we'll put smaller dots in the center just to really fill it in. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, I've got a bottle of water I've been drinking on here. I'm probably going to have to break here in just a moment and get some lunch. Take me a little potty break and walk around a little bit and move my feet. So, being at this standing desk, I can stand no problem. But after a while, you know, you gotta move, and you gotta get down a little bit, because I gotta get circulation going for my legs. So it's like I've always said, too much of one thing is not a good thing. This looks actually really cool. By the way, I've never done anything like this, so this is all new. I'm getting stiff if I sit too long. Yeah, I'm the same. Sitting is horrible. And I remember preaching this to my fitness customers, but you know, I never really realized how true those words were until I had to be down for so long. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, sitting is horrible for your body. I mean, it's okay to sit some, but just not really long periods. All that streaming I did when I was sitting, ugh, I'm sure that was not good for my spine. Your spine gets decompressed, or gets compressed, and you need to get it decompressed. They put me in this machine therapy that kind of stretches my spine out. Real weird. Kind of ancient looking, but it's doing its job. Well, this actually is looking really cool. I'm liking this a lot. It's gonna be so pretty. I hope my mic's loud enough. Whenever I'm behind, I have a light here in front of me with a magnifier on it. So I'm not trying to talk behind it, but sometimes it's hard. If you guys can't hear something I say, just let me know and I'll repeat myself. Mike's fine? Awesome. On a hard chair. Yeah. Whew. Well, even on this gaming chair, I can tell you when I sit on it, it is not comfortable after a while. Okay, so that's our first bit. And then I gotta decide what I'm gonna do for like the polka dots in between. We'll let this dry. While this is drying, I'm gonna take me a leg relief and stomach relief break because I need to get some food. I need to refuel a little bit. And then I will come back and I will continue working on this. But for now, I'm just going to give you a full view of the hive, and I will be right back with some more art. So I'll probably take maybe a 10-15 minute break. So I won't be gone too long, but I will be back. So hang tight if you've been with me for a bit. Maybe this is a good time for you to stand up and walk around too. Don't stay in one place too long. So I will be back, guys. Alright. We are back. Let's get my screen flipped here. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this sunny day that we had storms last night and this morning. But it looks like it's kind of cleaned up to be a nice day outside, so that's good. We're just gonna flip this screen to a smaller border. And boop. There you go. That looks nice, yeah? Yeah, yeah, very nice. Very nice. Alrighty. Welcome back, thank you. It's dark outside. Yeah, it's probably getting late there, isn't it? I know usually around this time it was about time for you to call it, wasn't it? I used to start streaming like at 8 or 9 a.m. Quite honestly, I could probably go live at 5 or 6 because most mornings I'm already up and about because I just can't lay in bed anymore. But thank you for that. Welcome back. I had me some lunch. I got me some drink, and I drank the rest of my water, and then I got me a little bit of Pepsi because that's my treat. And then I laid down and I put my heat pack on my back, and I did my physical therapy exercises, which if I don't do, my physical therapist is going to be like, did you do them? And I'll be like, yeah. So I had to do those. 2040. Woo! Yeah, it is late there. Hey, anytime you get tired and you need to head on out, don't feel like you have to stick around here. You go to bed and do your thing. I'll always be here another day. I think what I'm going to do is just go around and do all of these, and then maybe come back and think about what else I could add to those. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to work on... That medicine, after I take it, just makes me almost feel jittery. Hate that feeling. Hopefully you got up and got a little nice stretch as well. Or maybe you got to go see another streamer that you like to watch. You know who I've been watching a lot of, because he absolutely cracks me up. He's kind of crazy, is Coin Fury TV. He is so fun. He plays a lot of Ark, but he also plays other games, and I think he's going to be playing Conan coming up. Not gonna lie, that makes me kind of want to play some Conan too. I like Conan. Burgerlicious is back on stream after a year. Oh, is Book back? Oh my gosh, she's the sweetest person ever. I didn't even realize she was back up. Oh, I'm gonna have to look her up. I'm still following her though. Maybe I'll look and see. Is she streaming now? Oh my gosh. She's an amazing person. She's been through a lot of stuff too. What was she off for? Did she get sick or something? I know she has not been well. A year is a long time to be off, but that's about how long I was off, to be quite honest with you. I felt like I was off for, I mean, I guess I was doing, yeah, like the bee streams, but I never counted that as like being live, so you don't know? So hop on and say hi to her. Maybe she doesn't want to say anything about it though either. She might be kind of keeping that on the down low. But I'll see if I can catch her stream and say hi to her. Not on live right now? Okay. I'll catch her. I'll turn my notifications on for her and then I'll know when she goes live. That's the best way. That way it'll send me an alert and say, hey, Boog is live. Or whatever her notifications say. I think mine still say the popcorn's poppin' or something like that. I need to change it to like the bees are buzzing. Oh wait, maybe I did change it. I might have changed it. I might have changed that. Same I did. Yep. Gonna be the best way to know when she goes live. Oh, my music's crackling a little bit. I hopefully don't lose it. My internet was acting kind of wonky earlier. Well, what do you guys think about that? That's kind of cool, right? Different. I thought I turned it so the focus would stop going in and out. Let me see. Configure video. White balance. Oh. Apply. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll stop going in and out now. That's frustrating when it does that. You know, like gets focused and unfocused. Receive is online. Red! Oh my gosh, I haven't heard from Red in so long. Last time I heard from her, I was playing Ark. That's before I rage quit Ark. And she was playing on the server cluster that I was on. And then I rage quit Ark because I got mad at them because they're going to charge us to play, or pay to play the game we already own, which is kind of frustrating, but whatever. We're not going to talk about negative stuff. I need to stay away from that. That does nobody no good. Does nobody no good. Hopefully Red's doing good. She had puppies the last time I talked to her, I think. Like a whole litter of puppies she was raising to get rid of or something. She was trying to get me to take one. I was like, nah, I can't. I did seriously look into it though. They have like a $400 adoption fee though. I was like, whoa. Yeah, there's no way. I love doggos, but I cannot afford that. No. She got me started playing that game, what's it called? Warframe. I still don't even know how to play that game proper. Okay, it's a long time for me to talking white. Yeah? Are you saying you're headed out? Sighty? Oh, it's a long time since you talked to her too, or? Sorry, I'm misunderstanding. Yeah? Maybe she kind of took a break too. I feel like all of us kind of got a little bit burnt out and kind of took a mass break. Do you remember Richie Bob? I have not heard from him since he stopped streaming. That was way long ago. I did all that artwork for him and stuff. Uh-oh. Oh no, I lost sound. Or I lost sound in my ear. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Damn autocorrect. I lost sound in my ear. I don't know if I lost sound for you guys. I still see the mic moving. So I think you guys can still hear me. I just can't hear anything. And the music stopped. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of connection errors now. I thought it was kind of acting weird. Hang on, I'll type in the chat. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, so not sure why the music decided to stop, but oh no, I just touched something and I don't know what I touched. Where'd I get ink on me at? Oh, from that corner. Okay, that's fine. Let me get a fresh one of these because I'm getting stuff everywhere. I mean, as long as we still have video and it looks like I have audio, I can keep talking. Man, I don't know why I'm losing that connection every once in a while. I always hated this part of streaming because I'm not very technical. I don't know if it's internet or if it's just my poor PC is like, bleh. That's okay. We're just here to have a little bit of fun. I'm not going to stress over it. Bees, yeah, they're starting to cluster on the outside. By this evening, that hive is going to be packed with bees. So you can see the jars that I have on there. Those are just mason jars. And I need to go out and grab those and get some sugar water in them. That'll kind of calm them down because right now they're looking for sources of nectar. Sometimes after rain they can get a good splash of nectar, but this time of year there's a dearth, which means there's kind of a drought of nectar. That's what a dearth is. Dearth is spelled D-E-A-R-T-H. Did you get a good amount of hobby? Oh, honey? Oh, yes. I have not harvested any of it. I've just kind of kept it on their hive. But there's so much honey out there. Oh my gosh. Then we also got two swarms that just randomly came in on two of my old hives. So I have two swarms down at the other location that we haven't even really looked at yet. So we got to go down there and do that and check out those hives. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think my daughter just messaged me. She say, I'm going to be at the after school. Okay. My daughter goes to this after school program where she tutors the younger elementary kids. So she was just letting me know that's what she was doing. Man, I want my music back. That's a bummer. Last time that went out, I had to shut off my internet. Alright, I'm gonna turn that off. Maybe that'll help. I'll just have my chat up. But yeah, I got a decent amount of honey. And if anybody needs honey, I'm happy to get some sent to you because I've got more than I can handle. I told Sam she needs to go to like the farmer's market and see if she can sell some. So I don't know if she's going to do that or not, but there's no way we're going to use all this honey. We're probably going to end up having to feed it back to the bees because I can't use that much honey. I could play some music on my phone and just play it and just listen to it from my phone. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let's see. We'll play it and see how much feedback that gives you. Let's turn on Spotify and we'll see what happens. Maybe Spotify no work on the phone either. Oh, here we go. Let's look up, we need to find stream beats. Harris Heller. I think this will work. Well, what happened to it? Stream beats. I think my internet is just going weird. There we go. It's slow. I think it's just my internet. It does play on there, but you hear it even paused on there. Yeah, it's stuttering. It's going now. I got it kind of over by the microphone. That looks really cool. I'm actually really liking this. Wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, but I think I'm really liking this ladybug look. Kind of neat. Got 2 more on this side. The medicine I take makes me kind of dizzy, so my head's kind of spinning in a circle right now. It feels so weird. Hate that feeling. Abraham, what's up? With the turtle coming in. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, appreciate you coming back. For some reason my music crapped out, so I'm playing music over the mic. How does it sound over the mic? Is it loud? I could probably turn it down just a scotch. Turn it down to there. I'll have to listen back the VOD, see what it sounds like. This is what I call basically elevator waiting room music. Sounds fine? Nice. Cool. I guess that works. That probably takes less resources than using my PC. Yeah, I was just playing it off of YouTube, some Harris Heller off YouTube, and it just totally geeked out. My internet just geeked out. And we're streaming fine because I've told my computer to make OBS a priority, but yeah, everything else is kind of going, yeah, I'm not gonna work. What games is everybody else playing? Anybody? Was I Japanese music you had on for the bees? No, it was actually Harris Heller. It's his album called Rain. Harris Heller has a lot of Japanese inspiration in his music, because I think he actually wants to live over there. So I know he's visited over there. He's been over there. If you're not familiar with Harris Heller, he's a pretty big. He was a Twitch streamer. Now he's a YouTuber. So he's originally from when they had Vine. He was a music artist. Him and his wife. But yeah, he has a lot of Japanese inspiration in his songs. So it does sound kind of in that manner. He actually can speak Japanese. To me, that's impressive because that's a pretty hard language to learn. See, my daughter texted me that she was not going to be home until a little bit later because she's going to that, the after-school program where they tutor the elementary kids. So now I know I have another couple hours I can sit here and stream, and I don't have to worry about going in and picking anybody up because she's driving herself. Unlike my son, who was lazy and waited way too long. But it worked out. He had his own time frame. Oh no, I touched it with my hand. I messed that side up. Oh, poopy poo. Oh no. I'm gonna have to correct that, aren't I? Well, shoot. I touched that wet side. I should have let that side dry. And I touched it. Let me get a brush. We're actually gonna clean off this that hasn't dried. I'll probably have to redo this whole area. I think that's fixable. Jeez, I almost really made a mess, didn't I? I'm gonna do it again if I'm not careful. There we go. Fixed it. Your old college recently opened up their new art building. Going to have to go visit. Ooh, heck yeah. You know, I've even myself kind of thought about going back to college or taking some type of art course, something somewhere. All right. that side initially is done. I'm going to have to do a little bit of red color correction over here, but that's not a big deal. So I have some gourd art ideas that I want to work on, and a bunch of other stuff that's coming up that we're going to be working on, as well as some digital stuff. I do have an avatar that I'm going to be making for this channel, as well as Silent Snail. So I will be doing some digital artwork, which I've actually always still done that. Even when I was at work, I was working on some digital artwork. I actually got a small tablet so I could work on digital artwork while I was at work. So I'm still working on some of that stuff, but what I want to do is get my avatar going. Can you and Abraham have a nice day? I see. All right, hey, have a good one, Nighthawk. Thank you so much for being here, for always supporting me all these times. And thank you for hanging out and chatting today. I really appreciate it. And I certainly hope you have a great sleep and have a wonderful morning and a good night, my friend. Have a good one. Well, we're going to go here probably for a few more hours. I mean, the bee stream's going to be up. I don't know what else I'm going to do here. I want to get this good and dry before I attempt to do the other side, because I've already touched a few areas, and I don't want to, like, look at my hand. I've already messed up a few areas. So I'm just going to kind of sit this off to the side here, clean up my mess, and we'll move on to something else. I am saving cans. So this might be a weird thing to ask, but if anybody has a decent amount of uncrushed cans, preferably very colorful or unique cans, that they would like to send me, I'd appreciate it. I would even pay for the shipping. But last night we even went and got some Arizona sweet tea, and I'm working on some artwork that I'm going to be doing on gourds. So yeah, if you got cans, I'm looking for cans. I would love it. So saving them on my own is going to kind of just slow down my progression, but it's doable. Always welcome, my friend. I'm gonna run down and get me a replacement blade for this real quick, because this one is donezo. It's kind of rusted. Give me just 1 sec. I'm just gonna run down and go grab a blade. Okay. Let's get this wet paint out of here, because I know I'm about to stick my fingers in that. I need to get my microphone on this other side, my other light, so it doesn't look, it's really not this dark in this room. I just have the blinds pulled. There we go. Nice new blade. Doesn't take long for those to get rusted and corroded. I use them for everything. And I mean everything. Check out my stickers on my water bottle. So while we were on vacation, this is I got this Scotland guy over there. It's one of those hairy cows. They're called the Highland cows. And then when we went to Myrtle Beach, I forget where I got this. I just recently got this bee too. I don't remember where I got it, but I got that with this. But then I got this guy here when we were at Myrtle Beach. And I think I got that one too when we were at Myrtle Beach. But yep, that's me water bottle stickers. Mostly water. Or mostly ice. It was quite a bit of water in there. Maybe I can show you guys some pictures from my vacation. That would be kind of fun. I'll show you my art book that I took. It was actually a journal. I'll show you guys this stuff. This is kind of cool. Oh, this is my notes, my stream notes. This is what I have an idea. You can't even read that, can you? Because it's like so dang bright. Alright, well, it's super bright, but anyway. It says sheet talk. You know, instead of like shit talk, I'd be like I'm sheet talking. So this is the journal I did. I didn't get very far because after I injured my back, I literally could not sit and work on my journal. So this is my journal. Very generic drawing because I was kind of in a hurry most days. So this was my day one. See if I can get this on stream a little better. Let me actually turn that light so it's a little warmer. Kind of not so bright. There we go. Now you can see stuff a little better. Anyway, so this was basically a storytelling journal. And this was our flight over to Scotland. And one of our first stops after our flight, one of our first days was a layover in Chicago. So from Columbus to Chicago, and I got the famous Garrett's popcorn. Oh no, my camera froze. Awesome. Boy, we're having all kinds of glorious technical difficulties. Hang on, let me get my camera unfrozen, guys. I will figure this out. More than likely, this is just me needing to change where things are plugged in at. Yeah, let me go unplug it here. It's on, but it's not picking up. Well, maybe I won't. Oh, hey, there it is. It just all of a sudden popped up. Stupid camera. I swear. Anyway, that was our day 1. Let's see. Here's my journal notes. I wrote in here. It says, let me turn down this music just a wee bit. So it just says, first flight was quick and not bad. TSA was a breeze and spirits were high. Layover at O'Hare, 4 hours, sucked, but had time to shop and get some Garrett's popcorn. Flight was nearly 8 hours over to Edinburgh and was grueling to sleep on, but an uneventful flight, meaning there was nothing really that happened. Now, this next page is inspired by Garbage Pail Kids. Give you a little bit of, give you a little bit of kind of like a background on this. Sam was fine the first flight. The second flight, she was absolutely fine the whole flight through. Never had any problems, slept most of the way. The very tail end, when we started to descend, I think that descending, those drops on the descent, got her. After an 8-hour flight, they just got her. And she just, like, air sickness set in like that. And after we landed, it was a virtual barfarama around Edinburgh. She pretty much just fertilized the grounds around Edinburgh. So this is inspired off of Garbage Pail Kids. This is Sam's experience, and I named her Samantha Spew. So if you don't know what Garbage Pail Kids are, go check it out. And my camera froze. That is super amazing. Alright, well, I will just tell you that pretty much is the only other page in there. And I'll just, while I still have voice here, and you have that page up, the cup of tea is my very first cup of tea over there. And that other image that you can just barely see is where we visited the Edinburgh Museum. We tried to give Sam some tea to, yeah, it froze again. We tried to give Sam some tea to kind of ease her stomach, and she just was, every time we attempted to move around, she was just like barfarama. I felt so bad for her. I don't know if anybody has ever had motion sickness or air sickness before. She was just, any kind of movement set her off, and any talk of foods or anything like that set her off. She was just, it was horrible. So I'll read you my notes. Arrival at Edinburgh was rough for Sam. She got air sickness right at the end, and our adventures around Edinburgh while waiting for our hotel check-in consisted mostly of her vomiting and suffering. I felt horrible for her. After the hotel check-in, we took a much-needed 3-hour nap. Literally, we all slept for 3 hours. And came out again, recovered, and had a wonderful dinner and a stroll around the Edinburgh Park. And it was absolutely beautiful after that. Man, I really want this camera to work. Why is it being such a boob? Let me unplug it and plug it back in. I think it's because it's plugged into a socket on the back. That just is like, yeah, you got too much shit going on. Has to be what it is. Alright, I'll leave it there. I don't know if it'll come back up, but I actually do have one more page. A couple more pages of notes. Actually, 2 more pages. I got another one in here. I forgot I had it. Okay. Oh, there it's back. There is my next page. So this one's going to be hard to see. So you can see there. So this is the Queen's jewels. This is her crown. These bumblebees were all over the place. In Edinburgh. So I drew one. We found one. He actually crawled on my hand and he didn't want to get off. And then he kind of freaked me out and I was scared I was going to get stung or bit. So I kind of shook him off. But he literally just did not want to let go. And then this is called the Mons Meg, which is a ginormic cannon that was built and put on the Edinburgh Castle. And apparently it was never used. It is functional, but it was never used because it's so big. It was just used for intimidation. And then this guy is my interpretation or sketch of, he's kind of gangly looking, but that is the Grey Friar. Grey Friar's Bobby. This is the Grey Friar. This is the little dog. That the story of this is this sweet little dog. He was some type of terrier. And the owner of Grey Friars, he passed away. And then this dog, Bobby, he stayed there at his house, like his routine. He never left. And he did that up until the day he died. And it was like so well known that they made this statue of him. And there's this bronze statue that is downtown. Hang on, let me get the real picture of it. I forgot I had the actual picture of it. So we sent ourselves a postcard back, but this is the actual bronze statue of the Grey Friar Bobby. And if you look at his nose, well, it doesn't show it on here because this is like an older picture. But right now, if you were to go visit him, his nose is kind of worn off. See how he looks kind of black there? But this is a bronze statue. And the black is worn off and you can see his bronze nose. And it's supposed to be good luck to touch his nose. This is the Edinburgh Castle. This is the, where they have performances and stuff. They have, like their army that's there. They have like marches and stuff that they perform. But that's the Edinburgh Castle there. So, yeah. Anyway, we visited that. That was one of the things we did. We kind of walked around and traveled that day. This was the day my back was feeling like something was wrong. So my notes say, Sam feeling much better today. Set us for a great day, ready to explore and truly enjoy the sights at Edinburgh. Starting a hike through the Royal Mile to the castle above, we explore all it offered. I enjoyed seeing the Queen's jewels and getting to taste some fine whiskey. Oh, that whiskey was delish. We brought some home with us. Our first sight of many to come of the tree bumble. They are so cute. The tree bumbles. They're awesome. We attempted to save a gentle one in the road. I quote gentle because I don't know. He just didn't want to let go of me. Didn't want to leave my finger. After the castle, we visited the church, then Grey Friar Bobby statue, and explored the cemetery. Booped Bobby's nose for luck, and off we went to Nando's for lunch. Not impressed. I have heard a few people from the UK talk up Nando's. I don't know if we just went to a bad one or what. The B-cam froze? Did it? Okay. Well, once I get off this, I'll put the B-cam back up. I don't know what's going on. It's working down here, so I'll refresh it here in a second. But Nando's, I was not impressed with it. It really was not that good. It was kind of greasy. After we went back to the hotel to rest. Hang on, let me flip my page. After some rest, we went out to lunch. Steve tried his Yorkshire pudding, which he liked. I had steak and fries. We walked and shopped a bit after dinner. Caught an eye of the new Top Gun movie. They were showing at a small, at a small park behind our hotel. We stayed at the Waverly. Then came back for the evening. It was a nice day, great weather, lots of fun. And then after that, we left Edinburgh for a drive. And I remember the drive just being, I was in a lot of pain by this time. I was really hurting. I was limping. So I had to stick it through. There was really not a lot of options for me. But at this point, I was definitely hurting quite a bit. But, you know, I toughed it through. We visited St. Andrew's Cathedral, which was one of our stops up to Dundee. We went to Dundee, and that's where we stayed at the hotel. And then we went to eat at Vandal and Company, which was delicious. It was this little rat hole of a restaurant, but oh my goodness, it was so good. It was, I literally would go all the way back to Dundee right now just to eat at Vandal and Company. So I can't talk them up enough. This is their signage, the way it looked on the front, so that's why. And this is St. Andrew's Cathedral that I kind of sketched out. So we did that, and I think that was my last entry. Yeah, I didn't even complete any more entries. I do want to go back and kind of finish out my journal. I've got a storybook of pictures that I've taken, so I took tons and tons and tons and tons of pictures. I don't even know if I don't know if they can show on my phone or not. Let me see if I can pull up a couple pictures, because that might be kind of fun for you guys to see if you can see them on my pictures. Let's go back to, I gotta go way back. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the cathedral that I drew right there. So does that look familiar? Look, you can tell I'm just kind of like, I'm smiling, but I'm like, I hurt. That was at Edinburgh. There's my first cup of tea. Oh, darn camera. So bright. I wish you could see it better. I'll have to put some of these pictures up. Alright, and that's where I was taking pictures of my bees. There's a little Buddhist guy that I drew. And this is all Edinburgh. I think I took a picture of the bumble here. Yeah, I did. I took a picture of the bumblebee here. That's one of the bumbles. Here we are. This is at Nando's. Some of these places I took pictures of, that's a Scottish guy playing his bagpipes. This is at King Bruce's Cathedral. This is St. Andrew's. There it is. There's Vandal and Company. Oh, there's my meal. Look if that helps. Sesame chicken and cheese bread. Oh my lord. And a Pepsi. It was so delicious. That picture cannot even come close to doing justice for how delicious it was. I literally took a picture of it because I'm like, this is like the best thing I've ever eaten. Standing Rocks. We went to some more castles. Yeah, see, this is where I need to go back through and enter in my journal. So I haven't posted any of this stuff. But look, this is like the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I love taking... Oh, my camera froze. No! Everything's frozen! Alright, well, let me shut off this camera. And we're going to need to figure out a better way to do this. So, let me turn that off. Deactivate that. And let's get this camera back up and running. I'm so sorry that that kind of went floop. I don't know why this froze. So let's stop our capture. Oh yeah, I bet you the battery's low. Well, nope, there it's back. There we go. It's back. It just wanted to geek out, that's all. Well, maybe I will get some of my pictures and videos up, and tomorrow I'll work on getting some type of slideshow created, and you guys can kind of hang out while I work on some of that. I had a book of some flowers I had picked, and I was going to show you guys those, but I'll save those for another time. So, I really want to hop on here and maybe play some games before Sam comes home, so I might do that for a little bit. I really don't have the ability to do much of anything else around this house. I'm thinking like maybe tonight I might mess around and play some games, or if I don't do it tonight, I'm definitely going to do it tomorrow, because Coin Fury is going to be playing Conan Exiles, so I don't know if I can raid. I haven't raided in forever, and I don't know if I remember how to do that. Yeah, the bees are looking like really good right now. Really good. They behaving. They're gonna fill up that whole bottom will just turn into a big beard of bees. It's funny. Sorry, I'm gonna fix my light real quick. Turn that back up, turn it off. No more music. So what I'm gonna do is, let's look on here and I will see. It's been such a long time since I have done a raid. So one of these is a raid. Prime subscription loot reminder. How do you do that? Oh, it's supposed to show up in the corner? Is that real? How about we put it up here? There we go. Stream stickers, manage a poll. Raid channel. There we go. Coin Fury. There we go. We can go raid Coin. You guys want to go watch him? Because he's an amazing dude. Let me pull him up. We're going to go Twitch, if he'll come up for me, because my internet's being weird. He's playing Ark right now. I don't really have any other channels that I've been heavily watching, but man, he sure makes me smile. So I'm gonna turn his volume up a little bit here. I can't hear him though, which is kind of a bummer. Let me fix my volume before we go off and raid him real quick. Headphones are on. What if I restart my audio real quick? Restore. But we just quit Beacon, and then I'll open it back up. There's a lot of stuff going on. When you have too many HD things going in your system, it's not good. Like, you think it's really convenient and whatever, but it's not good. Like, things start breaking. I've noticed this. It is unfortunate, but it is very true. You're gonna open back up? Come on. Guys, if you're over on YouTube watching me, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm using Restream, so I stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time simultaneously. A lot of the things that we have offered in the channel, which is Pokemon or any voting or anything like that, we do over on Twitch. So if you're following or watching on YouTube, make sure you come over and give me a follow on Twitch. Doesn't mean you have to subscribe or anything over there. It's all free, just like subscribing on YouTube. So just give me a follow. Let's see. It's my beacon is, oh, there it is. So it came back up, but it's maybe my battery died. Nope, it's on. Let's see if it's connected. Yeah, it's connected. And it's just being weird. That's crazy. All right, well, I apologize for all that not working. I'm not going to hear anything he's saying to me, which is kind of frustrating. So even that screen over there is kind of freezing for me. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just raid him. That way we can get over there and I can just go watch him and get my computer restarted and maybe put some of these USBs in proper slots so they can function a little better. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching the bees. And those of you who are just here for the bees, I know this was a little bit different than what you may be here for. You might be here for just the quiet bees or the background. You can always turn me down and I'll listen to me. But yeah, I will be on here off and on with some art. I won't be on here every single day. But yeah, I definitely want to pick up streaming a little bit more. If I'm not here, I'm going to be over on the Silent Snail gamer site, so which is on Twitch. You can follow me over there as well for gaming stuff. So, guys, go say hi to Coin. Make sure you give him a follow if you're not following him. Send him some hearts and love in chat. He likes emotes, so make sure you plaster him up real good. You guys have a good one. Abraham, we'll catch you later as well. Have a good one, my friend. Why does it say I'm unable to raid him? That's weird. I wonder if he stopped streaming if he was having problems. Nope, they're still over there. It's not let me raid him. I don't know why. Well, that's a bummer. Yep, says unable to raid Coin at this time. I wonder maybe he has it turned off or something. Yeah, I can't raid anybody right now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my settings. Alright guys, I'm just going to end it there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to get the bees fed so they'll have some juice tomorrow. They'll be a little bit calmer, I hope. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Stay cool and have a good one.